Hello guys, today is the 27th September. Today is the World Tourism Day. But as the situation of COVID-19, so I want to talk about Turkey food today. Since the 1980, the United Nations World Tourism Organization has celebrated World Tourism Day as international observance on September the 27th. This date was chosen as on that day in 1970. The status of the United Nations World Tourism Organization, in short UNWTO, were adopted. The adoption of these statutes is considered a milestone in global tourism. The purpose of this day is to raise awareness on the role of tourism within the international community and to demonstrate how it affects social, cultural, political, and economic values worldwide. In 2018, the theme was tourism and digital transformation, and in 2019, the theme is tourism and jobs, a better future for all. But this year, the situation is because of the COVID-19, it can be only online. At its 12th session in Istanbul, Turkey, in October 1997, the UNWTO General Assembly decided to designate a host country each year to act as the organization's partner in the celebration of World Tourism Day. But why this in short is UNWTO? Because World Trade Organization is in short WTO. So in different with WTO, we use UNWTO for United Nations World Tourism Organization. And General Assembly decided to designate a host country each year to act as the organizer's partner in the celebration of World Tourism Day. At its 15th session in Beijing, China, in October 2003, the Assembly decided the following geographic order to be followed for World Tourism Day celebrations: 2006 in Europe, 2007 in South Asia, 2008 in the Americas, and 2009 in Africa, and 2011 in the Middle East. So about the World Tourism Organization. The World Tourism Organization, UNWTO, is the United Nations specialized agency entrusted with the promotion of a responsible, sustainable, and universally accessible tourism. It is the leading international organization in the field of tourism, which promotes tourism as a driver of economic growth, inclusive development, and environmental sustainability, and offers the sector leadership and support the advancing knowledge and tourism policies worldwide. It serves as a global forum for tourism policy issues and a practical source of tourism research and knowledge. Its headquarters are in Madrid, Spain. Though this is the World Travel Tourism Organization about the world. There's Asia, South Asia, Australia, Africa, Middle East, Europe, South America, and North America. This is the World Tourism Organization, the logo. And this year, European Council on Tourism and Trade, Djibouti World Tourism Day 2020. This is the national flag of Turkey. Turkey in Turkish is Türkiye, officially the Republic of Turkey. In Turkish is Türkiye Cumhuriyeti. Is a transcontinental country located mainly on the Anatolian Peninsula in Western Asia, with a smaller portion on the Balkan Peninsula in southeastern Europe. East threat, the part of Turkey in Europe is separated from Anatolia by the Sea of Marmara, the Bosporus, and the Dardanelles. Collectively called the Turkish Straits. Istanbul, which straddles Europe and Asia, is the largest city in the country, while Ankara is the capital. Turkey is bordered on its northwest by Greece and Bulgaria, north by the Black Sea, northeast by Georgia, east by Armenia and Azerbaijan, exclave of Anaktiv and Iran, southeast by Iraq, south by Syria and the Mediterranean Sea, and west by the Aegean Sea. Approximately 70 to 80% of the country's citizens identify as a Turkish, while Kurds are the largest minority at between 15 to 20% of the population. The capital is Ankara. The largest city is Istanbul. The official language is Turkish. And the government form a unitary presidential constitutional republic. The president is Recep Tayyip Erdogan. The vice president is Fuat Oktay. This is Turkey. Here it's the European part, Istanbul. This Asia part, Anatolia, and Ankara, the capital city. Its area is about 783,356 square kilometers. And population 83,154,997. Currency is Turkish lira, TRY, the symbol. I don't know what is €1 is how much lira now. TR for Turkey. And this is lira, 200 lira. The history, early Christian and Byzantine period. In 324, Constantine I chose Byzantium to be the new capital of the Roman Empire, renaming it New Rome, following the death of Theodosius I in 395 and the permanent division of the Roman Empire between his two sons. The city, which would popularly come to be known as Constantinople, became the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. This empire, which would later be branded by historians as the Byzantine Empire, ruled most of the territory of present-day Turkey until the late Middle Ages. In 325, the first concile of Constantine, Istanbul in 381, the Concile of Ephesus in 431, and the Concile of Chalcedon, Cappadocia in 451, and the Seljuks and the Ottoman Empire. In In the later half of the 11th century, the Seljuk Turks began penetrating into Mesoamania and the eastern regions of Anatolia. In 1071 or 1071, the Seljuks defeated the Byzantines at the Battle of Manzikert, starting the Turkification process in the area. The Turkish language and Islam were introduced to Armenia and Anatolia, gradually separating throughout the region. The slow transition from a predominantly Christian and Greek-speaking Anatolia to a predominantly Muslim and Turkish-speaking one was underway. The Mevlevi order of dervishes, which was established in Konya during the 13th century by Sufi poet, played a significant role in the Islamization of the people of Anatolia who had previously been Hellenized. The Ottomans completed their conquest of the Byzantine Empire by capturing its capital, Constantine, in 1453. And from the 16th century to the early 20th centuries, the Ottoman Empire also fought 12 wars with the Russian and Empire. These were initially about Ottoman territorial expansion and consolidation in southeastern and eastern Europe. But starting from the Russo-Turkish War, they became more about the survival of the Ottoman Empire, which had begun to lose its strategic territories on the northern Baltic Sea coast to the advancing Russians. The Republic of Turkey Okay. Politics. Between 1923 and 2018, Turkey was a parliamentary representative democracy. A presidential system was adopted by referendum in 2017. The new system came into effect with the presidential election in 2018 and gives the president complete control of the executive, including the power to issue decrees, appoint his own cabinet, draw up the budget, dissolve parliament by calling early elections, and make appointments to the bureaucracy and the courts. Bureaucracy and the courts. Recep Tayyip Erdogan is the first president elected by direct voting. Turkey's constitution governs the legal framework of the country. It sets out the main principles of government and establishes Turkey as a unitary, centralized state. In 2017, the Economist Intelligence Unit's Democracy Index rated Turkey at 4.88, classifying Turkey as a hybrid regime. In 2018, Freedom House rated Turkey at 32 as not free. In 2019, Turkey ranked 110th out of 167 countries in the Democracy Index. Istanbul, formerly known as Byzantium and Constantinople, is the most populous city in Turkey and the country's economic, cultural, and historic center. Istanbul is the transcontinental city in Eurasia, straddling the Bosporus Strait between the Sea of Marmara and the Black Sea. Its commercial and historical center lies on the European side, and about a third of its population lives in the suburbs. On the Asian side of the Bosporus, the city is the administrative center of the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality. Country: Turkey. Region: Marmara. Province: Istanbul. And provincial seat: Jalolufe Fatih. Districts: 39. Government: the type major council government. And its body: Municipal Council of Istanbul. The mayor is Ekrem İmamoğlu from CHP party. The governor is Ali Yelikaya, and the area is about 2,576.85 square kilometers, with population of 15,519,267. History: rise and fall. What? Rise and fall. The establishment on the... Oh my god. I'm sorry. Ottoman Empire and Turkish Republic areas. The Ottoman quickly transformed the city from a bastion of Christianity to a symbol of Islamic culture. Religious foundations were established to fund the construction of ornate imperial mosques, often magnificent region. Reign from 1520 to 1566 was a period of especially great artistic and its politics. The administratively, Istanbul is divided into 39 districts, more than any other province in Turkey. As a province, Istanbul sent 98 members of parliament to the Grand National Assembly of Turkey, which has a total of 600 seats. For the purpose of parliamentary elections, Istanbul is divided into 3 electoral districts, 2 on the European side and 1 on the Asian side, electing 28, 35, and 35 the parliamentary members, respectively. Ankara, historically known as Ankara and Angora, is the capital of Turkey. Located in the central part of Anatolia, the city has a population of about 4.5 million in its urban center and over 5.6 million in Ankara province, making it Turkey's second largest city after Istanbul. The country Turkey, region Central Anatolia, province Ankara, government, Major Mansur Yavaş from CHP party, Governor Vasip Şahin, Area 24,521 square kilometers. In population 5,700,000. History, Roman history. The city was subsequently passed under the control of the Roman Empire. In its heyday, Roman Ankara was a large market and trading center, but it also functioned as a major administrative capital, where a high official ruled from the city's praetorium, a large administrative palace or office. Byzantine history. The city was visited by Emperor Constans I in 347 and 350. Julian during his Persian campaign in 362, and Julian's successor Jovian in winter 363 and 364. After Jovian's death, soon after Valentinian I was acclaimed emperor at Ankara, and in the next year his brother Valens used Ankara as his base against the usurper Procopius. In 479, the rebel and ecclesiastical history. In 362 to 363, the Emperor Julian passed through Ankara on his way to an ill-fated campaign against the Persians. In the late 4th century, Ankara became something of an imperial holiday resort. And Turkic rulers. A Turkish Republican capital. And politics. The province of Ankara is divided into 25 districts. The CHP's key and almost only political stronghold in Ankara lies within the central area of Çankaya, which is the city's most populous district. While the CHP has always gained between 60 and 70% of the vote in Çankaya since 2002, political support elsewhere throughout Ankara is minimal. The high population within Çankaya, as well as Yeni Mahalle, to an extent, has allowed the CHP to take overall second place behind the AKP in both local and general elections. Since April the 8th, 2019, the mayor of Ankara is Mansur Yavaş from the Republican People's Party, CHP, who won the mayoral election in 2019. Izmir region, province, government, major of CHP. Area, population. History, ancient times. Persian rule. Alexander the Great. Roman rule. In AD, after the Roman Empire divided into two districts, middle period, this is a port city, Ottoman rule, 15th century, and international port, 1770. Modern times, the defeat of the Ottoman Empire in World War I in September 1922. Politics. Turkish. Turkish in Türkçe and Türk Dili. Dili is language, also referred to as Istanbul Turkish, Istanbul Türkçesi, or Turkey Turkish, Türkiye Türkçesi, is the most widely spoken of the Turkic languages, with around 70 to 80 million speakers, mostly in Turkey. Outside its native country, significant smaller groups of speakers exist in Germany, Austria, Bulgaria, North Macedonia, Northern Cyprus, Greece, and Caucasus, and other parts of Europe and Central Asia. Cyprus has requested that the European Union add Turkish as an official language, even though Turkey is not a member state. Classification. About 40% of all speakers of Turkic languages are native Turkish speakers. The characteristic features of Turkish, such as vowel harmony, agglutination, and the lack of grammatical gender, are universal within the Turkic family. The Turkic family comprises some 70 living languages spoken across Eastern Europe, Central Asia, and Cypria. Turkish is a member of the Oghuz group of languages, a subgroup of the Turkic language family. There is a high degree of mutual intelligibility between Turkish and the other Oghuz Turkic languages, including Azerbaijani, Turkmen, Kazakh, Caucasus, and Balkan-Gagdus Turkish. The Turkic languages were grouped into the controversial Atlantic language group, Altaic language group. This is Istanbul, the Hagia Sophia. In Byzantine time, it was a church, but after 1453, it became the mosque. But after the 1922, the form of a Turkish Republic, it was a museum. But now the President Erdogan used it as a mosque again. This is the Turkish food. This is the Sultan Mehmet Mosque, or you can also call it the Grand Blue Mosque. Just opposite the Hagia Sophia. And this is a Sufi, a group of Muslims dancing with the circles. This is Turkish cafe. When you drink this up, when you drink it and put the cup upside down, when it became colder, then you put it again and see the remains and tell the fortunes. And you know, the cafe is introduced by Turkish people to Europe in the war between Vienna and Ottoman Empire. This is the tower in the Bosporus Strait in Istanbul. There are two mysteries about it. One of them is that there was a empire which had the very loved daughter, but someday the fortune teller said that his daughter would be killed by a snake when on her 18th birthday. But the father didn't want it to happen, so he sent his daughter to this island to live in this tower. And when on the 18th birthday of the princess, his father took the fruit to visit her and to see whether the fortune teller told the truth or not. But unfortunately, a snake just hid it in the fruits and suddenly bite the princess, and the princess, the daughter of the empire, died. This is the mosque, just the bridge across the strait. And inside this mosque, this is Taksim Square with the statue of the Atatürk Kemal, the founder of Turkish Republic. And he did a lot of reforms of Turkey. He put the Latin letter into Turkish languages and let Turkish more not as the other Islamic countries in Middle East. This is the Saint Antonin of Padua Church. And this is Grand Bazaar, the biggest shopping center in the traditional shopping center markets in Istanbul. This is the national monument of the Atatürk in Ankara. Okay, thank you. And now let's take a look at some Turkish. We first see some phrases. Senin sizin adınız ne? What is your name in the platform formal situation? Günaydın, hello. Benim adım Yusuf. My name is Yusuf. Sizin adınız ne? What is your name? Ne is what? Ad is name. Anız, your name. Siz, your in the platform. Yasemin. Memnun oldum. Nice to meet you. Yasemin Hanım. Ben de. Me too. Yusuf Bey. Hoşçakalın. Bye bye. Hoşçakal. Yasemin Hanım. Güle güle Yusuf Bey. And now let's the alphabet. A, B, C, Ç, D, E, F, G, yumuşak G. This G never pronounced in the sentences or words. H, I, Y, K, L, M, N, O, Ö, P, R, S, Ş, T, U, Ü, V, Y, Z. And now let's take a look at some grammars. Vowel harmony. Behind A, we plus O, U, A, I, Ö, Ü. Ben, I, sen, you, or he, she, it. biz, we, sees, you, onlar, they. And the second, you see, a, m, mu, mi, mü. O, Türk mü. Is he Turkish? And the second, le, lu, li, lü. Nereli, where? Nerelisin, where are you? Nerelisiniz, where are you? Where are you from? Yeah. This is bedeutet. This means from where. This ben Türk ü is I am Turkish. Ben Türküm. Sen Türksün. You are Turkish. Or Türk. He is Turkish. Biz Türküz. We are Turkish. Siz Türksünüz. You are Turkish. Onlar Türk. They are Turkish. And Nereli, nasıl, nasılsın, how are you? Ne, what? Adınız ne? What is your name? And ve and ya is both means and, the connection. So that's all for today. Thank you. I hope you all like it. If you like it, please subscribe, like and share it. Merhaba, teşekkürler, günler.